Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me for another office hours training. I'm Crystal L. Gunn, your financial strategist and small business advisor. And part of my job as that strategist, be it on the business side or the personal side, is to help you create and redefine your personal financial relationship, right? To get your financial house in order, right? And on the business side, to help you build a strong, solid business foundation so that you can grow, scale your business, and soar, right? And I think the biggest part of my job, or the one that I like the most, is helping you to have some aha moments, some self-discovery moments, and helping you see what no longer serves you so that you can release all of that madness. And that's what helps with the breakthroughs. That's where you start to shift. That's where the magic happens, be it in your personal finances or your overall business. And all of August is dedicated to life insurance because it's so very important. So let's continue to dig into some misconceptions, why the misconceptions exist, educate you a little on life insurance, show you how affordable it can be, and we can connect and get you adequate coverage, right? And so last week, I started talking about the misconceptions of life insurance, and there are quite a few of them. And be sure to go back and watch those episodes and see what misconceptions you had so that you can move past those and use this very powerful tool. So today, misconception number 6, which is it's a one-size-fits-all product. So be it in a workshop or a one-to-one session, when discussing life insurance, I always ask, what have you heard about life insurance from friends, family, or coworkers? And what are your thoughts and beliefs about it? And the answers allow me to understand the knowledge one has on life insurance, their mindset about it, and where I might need to spend more time during our discussion, giving more information, being more patient, whatever it is, to make sure that the discussion is one that works for you, right? And so I often hear people say that someone told them, it's expensive, or they won't be able to get it because of ... You can fill in a blank for whatever that reason is, right? Or they'll only be allowed to get a certain type of policy. And so leaving the person that's hearing that information to feel a certain kind of way, often being discouraged to get any type of life insurance or even to have a discussion with a licensed life insurance professional, right? The thing that you have to realize, though, is when you talk to people who don't do the business, when you're just talking to someone else, right, that they are giving you information based off of their own experience, right? They're giving you information based off of their own personal information. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you're, 35 and and you're talking to your coworker and you both are 35 years old. The coworker is like, well, the insurance is going to be expensive. It's going to be high. Well, you're both 35, but maybe your coworker is diabetic or has had some other health challenges that you don't have. So the quote that your coworker received on premium isn't going to be the same quote that you receive on premium, which is why it's so important, right, to actually have a conversation with the professional. The person that's giving you that information, that is not a professional, that cannot run illustrations for you, that don't have access to all of the different type of products out there, can only give you information based off of their specific scenario, their conversation with whoever it was, right? And we have to be careful when we allow that sort of information to dictate what we will or will not do. Because now you could be left with the thought that insurance is just going to be too high, or I'm going to be offered only a certain type of policy because that person was offered a certain type of policy, maybe because of their medical conditions, right? Or you all just want different things in life, right? This person has no children, you do. So that whole, it's not a cookie cutter, one size fits all product. It's based on you. So at the end of the day, you have to have a conversation or conversations, because it might not just be one that does it for you. You have to have those conversations with a licensed, caring professional, right? Who will listen to you, your wants, your needs, and suggest policies that fit you specifically, right? And when you do this, you'll get the education you need, you will get the policies that work best for you, and you'll be able to share good and accurate information with those closest to you, right? Everybody needs life insurance. The amount of coverage and types of policies will differ based on the individual. But again, everybody needs life insurance. Okay. So do me a favor. Think about the last time you had a detailed conversation with a licensed, caring life insurance professional about life insurance, and ask yourself these questions. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody? Not with just somebody. Have you ever had a conversation with a licensed professional about life insurance? How long ago was it? Was it this year? Was it 5 years ago? How long ago was it? And has anything in your life changed? So if you had that conversation and it was, 4 years ago when you got the policy, well, what has happened since then? Did you buy a house? Did you have a kid? Did you get married? Did you get divorced? What has happened in your life? It might be time to have another conversation with them, because things change. Again, what fit you then may not be the thing that fits you now. It's not a one size fits all product. And the last question is, what are you waiting on to schedule an appointment? To have that conversation again. Remember, life insurance is a necessity. And when I talk about getting your financial house in order, life insurance is part of that. Leaving your loved ones without your income or trying to figure out how to pay for your funeral is irresponsible. So when you talk about you love your family, the least you can do is have adequate life insurance coverage. And we as a people, and I'm talking about Black folks specifically, are missing out on an industry that could help stop that 2053 prediction of Blacks having zero wealth. We are missing out on the benefits of having life insurance, and we're also missing out on the benefits of having a career in life insurance. And so when we talk about that 2053 prediction of Blacks having zero wealth, which is just crazy, getting your financial house in order is how we ensure that that prediction doesn't become a reality. 2053 is only 29 years away. And look at how fast time is going, right? It is already the middle of October, right? So look at how fast this time is flowing. We cannot wait until 2050 to start working on our finances. I got time. You got to start today. And so we talk about building that generational wealth. Life insurance is one of the tools to do so. Talk about breaking generational curses. And if the curse is going to stop with you, then the new system of success must start with you. You have to get the tools in order to create those new systems of success and pass down that generational wealth. All right. So I know I don't even need to say it, but I'm going to put it up here anyway. My favorite thing. Yes, it's life insurance. It really and truly is. And listen, when you go about this process of getting your financial house in order, in doing all of the things, you do have to remember it's a process. It's an educational process. It's a learning process. It's a healing process. And it is a generational process, right? So it is a process, and one that you need to take one step at a time. So what are those next things that I want you to do? Complete the life insurance calculator to see how much coverage you should have. It doesn't even take a minute to complete that. The link is below in the description. Complete it to see where you are lacking in coverage, and then let's fill the gap. So schedule a consultation with me and let's discuss the options. Doesn't matter where you are in the US. schedule that consultation. The link for that is also in the description. And then let's fill the gaps that you have in coverage. You may want to do a review. You may have some coverage and think, okay, well, you know what? I got some questions and I want to talk about some things. And then please get your children insured. It is a tool. When we talk about being able to set your child up, the younger the better is a good thing, but it is a phenomenal tool in order for your child or grandchild to be able to have a policy with some cash value that they can use as they grow older, as they get older in life. So the links are below in the description. I'm hoping that this information has been helpful to you. I get a lot of feedback from it. And a lot of times people say, Crystal, thank you for that. And thank you for sharing that, because I really had no idea. So if the information has been helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And then most importantly, you've seen it, now share it with somebody else. Don't be the gatekeeper to your own success, but don't be the gatekeeper to somebody else's success. You never know what they're looking for. You never know what they need. I know I went out to lunch last week with someone, and we were having a conversation, and I connected her with someone. And she said, this is so crazy, because in the day before, she had just been having, this conversation with God and had prayed about this one thing. And she then comes and we have a conversation about it. And I don't even think she brought it up. I think I may have brought it up, but we had a conversation about it, and I was able to connect her to someone that was ultimately the answer and the very thing that she prayed for. And then I circled back with her this week, because she had an appointment with that person on Friday. And she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. It was exactly what I needed. It was the best thing ever. And so don't be a gatekeeper to someone else's success. You never know what someone else is going through, what they need, what they have been praying for. This could be it. So be sure that you share this information with someone else. And then remember, I always talk about this. We think we have time. I hear that in workshops that I do all of the time, where people, and I ask, well, why now, or why didn't you have any, or we're just having these general conversations. And they always, a lot of times I hear them say, I just thought I had more time to do the thing, right? And whatever the thing is. But in this particular situation, it's getting an adequate life insurance policy. And for some, at that point, it's, it is expensive because they are far older. And some things may not be able to have the benefit, so we have to put them in some other type of policy. So always, the younger you are, the better. Typically, you're healthier when you're younger. So that big problem is, and again, this is with everything in life, is you think that you have time, and we really don't have time to wait, and we don't have time to waste. So always remember to give yourself some grace. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you inherited generationally. And I'm not talking about assets. You don't know. They don't teach us this stuff, in school a lot of times. So, and that's by design. So you have to go out and get it. So when you don't know a thing, or you were late to do a thing, or you messed up a thing. I talked to a new client yesterday on the personal coaching side, and she literally was like, I'm just concerned that it's too late. She started off with like, I make too much money to not have any money, right? And she talked about her career and then the thing that she did on the side. And she says, I just don't have any money. She was like, I'm over in debt. And we just kind of talked about some things. And I had to tell her, give yourself some grace. But one of the things that she said was, I'm scared that I don't have time to fix it, or that I'm too old at this point to fix it. Never too old to fix it. But the earlier you do, the bigger the benefit and the results. So keep striving for your next level. You're not in competition with anybody else. Keep striving for your next level, and never, ever, ever give up on you. Never give up on you. And invest in you. I promise you, it is the best investment that you will ever make, and you truly will never regret it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Be sure to join me for the private online Q&A immediately The link is in the description. And if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so you never miss this opportunity. Thank you again, and I will see you on the other side.